Hello, lovely human. Welcome back to this little safe space. Back to yourself. Choosing to be here is already an act of care toward your own heart. Today, we're going to gently talk about something many of us struggle with. As human beings, none of us are perfect. And sometimes, external voices can be very harsh, expecting us to be perfect in every area of our lives. We are often judged or criticized for our personality, our appearance, and our abilities. And slowly, those outside voices can turn into an inner voice, one that keeps criticizing you without you even realizing it. In the past, whenever I gained weight, I felt uncomfortable with my appearance. I told myself, if I reach a certain weight, then I'll finally feel comfortable in my own body. But I didn't realize back then that this was actually a form of self-rejection. One day, I took a moment to ask myself gently, where is this voice coming from? The one that says I'm not enough. The one that criticized my appearance. As I reflected on things, I recalled someone I cared about once criticizing on my weight and appearance. Without realizing it, their words took root in my heart and stayed there. Every time I gained weight, that inner critic returned. When I looked in the mirror, I felt unhappy. I would then push myself into dieting, not out of care for myself, but from self-rejection. When I became aware of this pattern, I learned something important. There's a difference between dieting out of self-rejection and doing it out of love for your health. The latter is a powerful act of self-love. Understanding this changed everything. Today, when I choose to care for my body, I do so from a place of love, not self-rejection. I move my body because I appreciate it and wish it well. I nourish it out of respect. And I thank my body for carrying me through every single day. And sometimes, I gently remind myself, I may not be at my ideal weight, but I still love and accept my body. I may not look perfect, and I never will, but I believe that every version of me is worthy. Every version of me is enough. Sometimes, we don't even realize that we are quietly rejecting ourselves, waiting to become better before we permit ourselves to be loved. But true self-love means embracing your flaws and imperfections, not after you change, but right now. It means saying, even with my imperfections, I choose to stand by myself. Even with my flaws, I deserve kindness and understanding, especially from myself. So maybe today, take a quiet moment and gently ask yourself, that little voice inside your head that criticizes or judges you, what does it usually say? Do you notice how it affects your mood or confidence? What part of yourself have you been struggling to accept? And perhaps you can begin, little by little, to soften toward that part. Maybe recognizing that voice is the first step. When we notice it, we can start to challenge those negative thoughts and be kinder to ourselves. My dear, No matter what you have experienced in the past, every part of you is unique. Every part of you tells a story, and every part of you deserves love. And that love begins when you believe you deserve it, when you allow yourself to receive it, when you accept your flaws and imperfections and still believe you are worthy. Whenever you need a gentle reminder that you deserve to be fully accepted as you are, you can always come back to this video. I'll see you next time. With love, Juju.